and acid rain. Mississippi mystic here to stay. Hierophant and Uberman. It's Overman. Elohim, entomologist. Cryptozoologist. Esoteric archaeologist. Jewelers rules and bond. If drop nuclear winter on us all. On us all. Grey pill, 3-prion. You can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. Pass it on. Grey pill, Patreon. Can't go wrong. Rosy Cross and Lion's Mane. Born to lose, live to win. Low down, dirty South, rise again. Join the Grey Pill Patrol. You can't go wrong. Grey Pill, Grey Pill. You can't go wrong.
Thou who see the door art chosen. In thine exodus from thine own life, make sacrifice of who thou used to be. Forsake thy memories, forsake thine identity, to be born anew.
What does God look like? What do you see?
We're solar-powered biological AI.
Wait, what?
These ancient adversarial entities, I think it's the very same ones that rebelled against God and were cast out.
They were sent here to guide us in antiquity, and they took advantage of that and just masqueraded as gods.
What is going on, everybody? Good evening, and welcome back to another episode of the Grey-Pilled Podcast. I'm your humble host, Julian. You can call me what you want. As of lately, the Mississippi Mystic, the handsome Hierophant, the Elohim etymologist, the sound scientist. Guys, I got a banger episode for y'all tonight. Before we get shit going, share the stream, like the stream. Let's get some more people in here. Deep subject tonight. Something we've kind of been looking at for the last 6 months, and I figured, why not present this paper, or whatever you want to call it, you could even call it a treatise of some sorts, but on Sabazios and the Thracian culture with the symbolism and on Grey-Pilled, we like to learn where our symbolism comes from. We don't just want to take it from the latest TikToker or who the fuck ever has the biggest podcast. So we like to go all the way back, look at a lot of symbolism, because we know it's been inverted as well, right? Along with our culture and many other things, but our history. But this episode is very special. Like I said, this is going to be the first of many, and we may even have to make this into a two-part because it is such a lengthy topic. But I don't have time to do shows right now. I'm raising 2 kids and working 60 hours a week. And I mentioned yesterday, we haven't gotten many patrons. Haven't gotten many patrons lately. Not in the new year at all, actually. So it's a bummer, and we've also lost some people due to recent rhetoric of mine. My own personal enlightenment and my journey and what I've come to find in my research and connecting, all the shit I do. If you watch Grey-Pilled, we focus a lot on the esoteric. We focus a lot on ancient history and the occult and what these things mean over time, right? Because we know meanings change as cultures change, and whoever's in control usually writes the history. So we're trying to look at it now from, what we're talking about from that certain perspective, right? So if we're talking about the Thracians or, the Phrygians, we're going to be talking about it from that certain perspective, from their cultural point, right? Like, I think that's only right. Now, there's certain groups that we'll get into that we obviously know a lot about already, and that we'll look at it kind of how, it's my fucking show, so how I guess I interpret it. And, I guess some people have not agreed with that lately. They don't like me going out of bounds, not doing the whole Nephilim, fallen angel kind of, which I have equated now to people fear-mongering. And, it's become, some of the rhetoric out there is a little dangerous, but I mean, to each his own, everyone's on their own path, right? So I'm not going to criticize anyone as long as they don't criticize me. So stay in your lane and I'll stay in mine. And if we want to merge lanes at some point, that's fine. We just, we need to understand what we're talking about, right? And not just from this one perspective that we've learned. And that really, for the past couple years, all I've known on this show, just learn, coming at it from a Christian mystic perspective before really understanding your own culture, my own culture, European culture, and the hate that we get, and no one can deny it either. If you do, then you're just coping, or you're just being ignorant. In the dark, right? Darkness, ignorance, blindness. In the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. I'm going to take the shades off. It is nighttime. I should not have shades on, but we're all kicking it. It's been a while since I have done a solo show. So if not too many people show up, maybe we don't get too many donations, probably won't do another one of these for a while. If so, it will be paywall. A lot of the content is going behind the paywall because of the lack of support that I've been getting. But I put a lot of content out, and I put a lot of knowledge out there. And I think that was a mistake. I think that may have been a mistake early on, me putting so much of my knowledge out there. And when people ask me a question about one thing, I dive into 50 different things. I don't think I should have done that. I think I should have preserved what I knew and kind of let it come out along the way. But I am retarded at times, and I let it all spill out at once because I'm so excited about sharing it with people, right? Later on to be criticized about it, and to be honest with you, a lot of people seem to have forgotten what I have talked about the last 2 years on my show. And I talked about this yesterday as well. If those are people who have left the Patreon or whatever, like I said, I wish you the best. And if you ever come back, the door is open. I still love you, right? So hope that means something. I will never tell anyone to reject their spiritual path, regardless of what it is. So I hope you guys know that. And y'all can hang out with me and look at this stuff from, this lens that I'm starting to kind of look at it from, where we're talking about philosophy a lot in this new year. I say new year, it's fucking April already. History, like I said, European history, Indo-European history. I'm trying to get people on from different perspectives. No one's hitting me back. Some people will go on, they'll go on a couple other shows of people who I'm friends with, but they won't come on my show. I'm like, hey man, I can't DM you, but I've gotten at you. Maybe I need to go super chat. I don't know. I'm not gay, so I'm not going to beg another man to come on my show. But, I've sent a few invites out there, and if people don't receive them, that's fine. I'll wait. I'll bide my time. I'll bide my time and bite my fucking tongue. I am in the fucking zone tonight, guys. It's been a while since I've done a solo live stream. What do we have? 8 people. We got one on YouTube. Shouts out to that person on YouTube. Who's that? Tyranny, are you popping up? Hey, man, I don't know if you got the Patreon email. I don't know if it sent it to you. It's okay, bro. If you can't do the Patreon right now, I completely get it. You've been a supporter of this show for a long time now. So any streams I do behind the paywall, I just like I told Pandafly, and just like I told was it Lucia or somebody? She ended up leaving anyway. It's fine. I'll still send the stream out to you guys because you guys have supported me. And I do have fucking did it after almost a month of talking bullshit. We're not whoa, almost doxed one of my close friends, one of my biggest supporters. I got a bunch of sticker packs we're sending out. Saw Z-Rocks up there in the chat. Yeah, Tyranny, you're in there. Nancy, Scott, JC, Valkyrie, and I sent Eamon and Subliminal. Obviously, those are my, those guys are a part of Grey Pill. They're my co-hosts. I wish I could send them more stickers, merch, and everything. Hopefully, one day we'll be able to get to that point. But anyway, enough ranting and talking. We're going to go ahead and get started on this soon. I know there's not many people here. That's okay. I posted I tweeted earlier on X. I was like, hey, even if 5 people show up, I'm still doing this. I've been talking about this for a month now, and I want to do it. So need another haircut already, guys. Went out to the reservoir yesterday with the family, and then this Grateful Dead cover band played. It was fucking great. It was great. It was great. Oh man. Yeah. It needs to happen more. I like being out on the water. It's nice. Yes, yes. Bud, I got you, dude. Finally. Meaty said, fucking, took me long enough. Yeah. I know, dude. Anyway. Let's see. I was going to say, I'm going to be putting some new merch out. Obviously, more designs. I don't know if anyone's even bought any merch. It's fine if you haven't. It's there. It's available if you want it, and I will keep updating it. A lot of Gods of the Morningwood stuff on there. I mean, that's a show we do every week. You can only find one publicly. They're all on Patreon. So you can like somewhat join a mystery school and learn a lot of what these people learn. People who pull the strings learn a lot of what they learn, because it's not about the knowledge, right? It's the intentional use of the knowledge. So if you use this knowledge vibrating on a higher level and there we go. It could benefit you, right? It could benefit humanity, society, your community. And so, let me see. I'm going to pull this up in a minute. We're going to start reading. It's going to talk first about just ancient Thracia, the Thracian rider. A lot of what we talk, y'all seen it a lot here. I'll go ahead and change the background just for when we get there. You'll know what I'm talking about. How do I do that again? Just kidding. All right, cool. So let's see. Let's pull this up here in a second. But if you want to support the show, go over to the Patreon. Not only do you get Gods of the Morningwood, the whole catalog, you can you can join the inner roundtable, the inner gray-pilled roundtable. You can get the Discord link where we hang out. We were hanging out in there earlier today while they were all gaming. May have been a subliminals, but I think if you come to mine, you'll get linked to all the other ones as well. You'll end up meeting all the other people, all the other grapists. And, I want to go ahead and put this up here. My wife didn't like that one, but my show. Y'all know we've done the grape aesthetic for a while, and there's nothing sexual about it. It's clearly based on word usage and how it sounds, right? It's the only thing that made sense. I think someone called me a psychopath for doing that one time, and that's okay. I'll take it. If you watched yesterday, you heard that awesome Man on the Rock song intro. It was from the Grim. I think actually it was from Volsunga. It was Odin speaking on the Volsunga saga. It may have been when he manifested to Sigurd, maybe this last time he read it, or it may have been from earlier when he stuck the sword in the oak, which is the original sword in the stone story. But I read the Grimnismal, finished it yesterday. We got to make another song, because these names, these titles he has for himself, they are far greater than the handsome Hierophant or the Mississippi Mystic or the Elohim. Like, dude, these things, and in a time where, he's probably the only person, with these certain, we're not going to get into that. We're focusing on one topic tonight. I will not take you guys off on a bunch of tangents, I promise. But if you want to support the show, Patreon is a good way to do it. That's what I was talking about, right? Also, Rumble Rants. Speaking of Rumble Rants, we have a $10 donation. Tyranny, aka Retard Dio. Tyranny, thank you, man. Thank you for that. I guess you sent that 10 minutes ago. So go ahead and add this in here. We usually have a $33 goal for each show. If I do one show a day, we'll try to get to 33. We are Illuminati confirmed, so it has to be a sacred geometrical number, right? And so we'll add this in, and we'll go ahead and get started, guys. Here on, like I said, it's 20 pages. I could get through it all tonight, but I don't think we would learn as much. I think we could definitely understand it more if we take our time and do a 2-part with it. Second part will be on Patreon. So perfect. That's what we're going to do. Luckily, in the first part, we get to the symbols on the hand and what they mean. So be good. The second part, we get more into Sabazios and Mithra, the connection between the two. I think the connection between Sabazios and Zeus, it's very ancient and fascinating. But I've become an ancient, European history nerd lately. So that's okay. It's okay. But we have to edit this as well. We'll get started here in a minute, guys. Sorry, give me 2 seconds. Go ahead and add this in there for you, Tyranny. Thank you, dude. Well, fuck up. I've been talking about starting with OBS for probably a year now. So hopefully that can happen soon. Let's change this. We've had a couple other people leave the Patreon. We don't want to shout them out. We always, like I said, they're always welcome back and we love them. But only person who is not a part of the Patreon who gets shouted out with the Patreon members is he was until his card canceled out. Jolly on Klebold, free Tim Tuttle. I love you, man. Miss you. Miss your edits. I keep a couple of them alive. Let's see. Where is that? All right, I have this pulled up, guys. Let me take this out real fast. Where were you, dude? There you are. Yeah, buddy, you're not. You had to go, I guess. It's all good. This other person as well. She's no longer in there. Sorry, guys. I had to edit one thing on here real fast. That's very unprofessional of me. Hopefully not too disrespectful. Oh no, what happened here? Okay, we got Xerox and Tyranny here. Yeah, like I said, hopefully we get some more people in here. I don't know if anyone else is streaming right now. Let's pull this up though. Hopefully y'all enjoyed that episode yesterday morning. That was pretty cool. Mysteries of the Druids. We always learn something when we read it. However, I have seen a little bias towards one way on it. I think it may have been the time that it was written. I think I mentioned that during the show. Few things I found out that may have not been true in that book, but I feel the same about the Orlando lately. One of the guys who I watch, who I get a lot of information about ancient history, he kind of said the Orlando was bullshit, and in a way, my wife and I talked about that when I first brought it up to her and started reading it on EBR, Gods of the Morningwood, and I was like, I don't want to believe that. So we just read it without that certain bias, and then I don't know, not only him but a couple other people that I've talked to been like, yeah, man, take that with a grain of salt. So there's a couple books we may take off the list just so we can put other ones on there that we want to read more. But shout out, dude. This earlier, and I want to get this guy on. He's a busy dude, and he may not ever come on. It's okay because I still like his content. Survive the Jive, Tom Rousel. A lot of good information on that channel. Just got this tank top, Sun Wheel, sold across. Good shit. Wore it to the crawfish boil yesterday. A lot of people liked it. I don't even think they knew what it meant, but they liked it. So I got these Pontic Steppe Indo-European shorts with the hieroglyphics of ancient Europeans on there. The Horseman, if you would. Oh, shit. So, yeah, Thracian rider, right? Or the Thracian horseman, what we're going to talk about. I mean, this could be very similar to that, right? And we got, I think, a Saxon warrior's helmet. I am like 85, 90% Anglo-Saxon.
well, Welsh, Irish, Scottish, like from the Isles and from that area, and then goes into Scandinavia, Germanic, Frisian. I had Frisian ancestors, and then Greek, and then a little bit of Spanish and Portuguese, and then like 1%, or what was it, 0.09? Yeah, 0.09, not even one of Indigenous American, whatever that means. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna pull these up. Nothing else I need to show y'all before mention the we're doing a rustic gods. I think this next week, me and Headless Giant, we will be, since we haven't really done one in a month, we'll be doing Eostra, the Easter goddess, where Easter was originally meant for. Over time that changes with people's faiths and beliefs, and that's fine. And but we're gonna take it back, right? They are teaching Black Druid history. Whoa, tyranny. Yeah. Who is? Because I think we all know, whoever's watching this show right now knows that I don't think they were Black Druids. It didn't coincide with the blood and the all the rituals that they did. Not nice guy. Hey bud, good to see you, man. Hope you're doing all right. Artificial dissemination, guys, go over there and follow my boy Not Nice Guy. He's a longtime supporter of Grey Pilled, a friend of the show, damn near he is inner round table. Small percentage of Finnish. You are? Yeah, I don't have Finnish. I have Swedish and Norwegian. No Finnish though, and no Danish. My wife has Danish in her, and a lot of Celtic. I would explain the red hair and my son and daughter having red hair, blue eyes. Only 0.06% of the population on Earth now. Be a commodity later in life. Yeah, my old age. I'm just kidding. There will be arranged marriages with my kids. Absolutely. But Tom and Emily, they already spoke up for my son, Jules Jr. Yeah, I think I have Blackfoot or Cherokee or one of the, whatever was in Mississippi or Tennessee. My family's from like Southern Kentucky, East Tennessee. Well, East and Central, but my family came here from Europe and in one of the Virginia colonies and built a church, actually, which I want to find out where so I can go visit it and honor my ancestors. Anyway, I have to, right? Whether they were Christian or pagan. I venerate both. Olivia has gray in her. Yeah, she will later, Scott. She will later. Love you, Scotty. I'm glad you're here, dude. Glad you're here. It's good to see you. Meaty, you handsome faggot. Shouts out Meat Cavern. Fucking $50 donation last Friday night, dude. This past Friday. It was awesome, man. Thank you, Meaty. That really spruced up the show. You got me going. You got my goat. Okay, we're not gonna be gay. Send me pants. I have to make them first. I made a dad cap. It's this design, but like the colors are like kind of inverse, so it's actually pretty cool. All right, so we have like 20 minutes of music. So we've been on for about 25. We've talked a lot about everything, and now it's time to begin. Boys and girls. I think maybe just boys. I don't know if there's any ladies here right now. Unless my wife is watching. She's definitely not watching. She could give a shit about the hand of Sabazios. Okay, guys. So let's start out. And this is, let's see, Thracian Horseman, Sabazios, Mithra iconography is a replica with supplements of the article comparative analysis of the symbolic language used in the reliefs and sculptures of the Roman Mithraism, the beliefs of the Thracian horsemen, and the figures of Sabazios' hands. Peter Georgiev. This was a Slav. Ah, look at that. Is that Mithras with the Phrygian cap? You got the lot, so you got the beast down there riding with, running with the serpent next to it. He's got his horn in his hand. Fuck yeah. We're going to start off. If y'all need me, let's see. How's it look? That looks good. Y'all can see it. Cool. We're going to change. There we go. Yeah. And in the spirit now. All right. And I have a pretty good voice, so I'm going to read to you guys. And there's pictures that come along with this as well. So there's a lot of cool shit in this. And if you find it, if you want to find it and read along yourself, you can. Hopefully I can help unpack this a little better. Let's see. Again, Tyranny, thank you for the $10 donation, guys. If you want to donate, Cash App, PayPal, or Rumble Rants is a great way. But, if you want to support the show long-term, Patreon, get in where you fit in. Patreon's the way to go. Listening in, JC, I love you. Oh, my God. Hi, y'all. Is it flesh pilled? All right. What are we fleshing? Oh, okay, we're not getting into that. Because may get another Sunday chaos soon. Who knows? That nice guy going to show up? Just kidding. I know how it is, dude. Trust me, especially of late. Been able to do shit. All right. Albert Dumont. So let's no. I'm not trying to see that. I'm trying to see this. Albert Dumont was the first to introduce the concept of the Thracian horseman. So this is the first section, the heroes and Sabazios' gesture, that being the two fingers, the middle and the index, along with the thumb. And I mean, I'm pretty sure we can all look at priests doing the, and this, they got it from this. I'm sorry, this goes back thousands and thousands of years into the, there's no way. There's absolutely no way. This is I'll die on that hill. And so that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't subvert the meaning of the blessing or anything, because it's the intention behind it, as you well know, and your faith as well, in the deity you're worshiping. But we need to recognize that this stuff is much more ancient, and respect where it comes from. At least respect it, and not look at all these different names and deities as demons. They were just representations of something divine, right? And in a lot of cases, people, worship them as that's what they knew, right? For thousands of years. Albert Dumont was the first to introduce the concept of the Thracian horseman, cavalier Thrace, just as Rocher, that of the Reiter heroes. The following statement is widely known from scientific research on the reliefs of the Thracian horseman. The horseman is God. The horseman is the heroes. So the hero, each hero, whoever that may be. The animal scenes are hunting scenes. And if people don't know what we're talking about, here, we will pull this out for a second. And we will add this in. Let me make sure I have it enlarged for you guys. So I wish I had a different thing. StreamYard makes this fucking hard, right? It probably intentionally fucking makes it pain in the ass. Did an early life check on StreamYard. What just happened? Oh, I quit sharing my one screen here. So this is the Thracian horseman, Thracian rider. And this is where a lot of the, stepping on serpents or, you're killing your lower nature, killing the beast. Also, the hunt, right? Like the hunt is very popular in a lot of mythologies. I also think it's esoteric, but we can get into that later. So this is what we're talking about right now. Kind of cool. Think it's fucking awesome, to be honest with you. And I actually have, there's I guess you would call it a meme, something I made on Twitter. You can go check it out. I posted it on a post earlier today on someone else's post. It's like this and 8 other images. They all have the same meaning. A little similar in color and time and culture, but they all depict the same thing. So, all right, let's bring this back up. Get that the fuck out of here. Okay. Oh, man. All right. So In several papers, I have explained the unsoundness of these statements. Oh, so does he disagree? Read further into this, but not really a lot of his writing. More so the historical records of a lot of these carvings that we're about to look at. Let's put me down here, though. It doesn't make too much of a difference, I guess. The above statements are incorrect. All right? Because two of the main elements of the images are usually ignored silently or rarely discussed. The sense and the meaning of the snake coiled around a tree, Sabazios' gesture. For the science, they are simply the snake around the tree and Sabazios' gesture. With this gesture, raised 3 fingers on his right hand. Sabazios is present indirectly in the images of the Thracian horseman. Oh, holy shit. The name comes from the so-called hands of Sabazios, where the hand reproduces the gesture. So here we go. Figure 1, a Thracian horseman showing Sabazios' gesture in front of the sacrificial altar. The gesture is shown in front of an altar, behind which there is a snake and a tree. And Dilyana Boteva, following the research of 665 monuments of heroes, reaches the following conclusion about the snake. From the point of view of the divine hierarchy, the snake god, the italics is mine. The italics is mine. What does that mean? Oh, the italics is the author of this paper. Stands higher than the heroes, the horsemen. The remark is mine. Okay. From the point of view of the divine hierarchy, the snake god stands higher than the horseman. Okay, so he's mounted on the horseman. He has his hands. This is representing Sabazios, right? As was the picture I just showed you guys. So let's read in a little more to this. According to G. Milkev and A.T. Katsarov, I don't know who these people are, in addition to a god, the snake is also the soul of the heroes like departed. This article confirms the thesis of all 3 authors with the additional assertion, which will be grounded here. In addition to being the soul of the heroes, the snake is also the image of the heroes itself, or the horseman is not an image of the heroes. Okay. So debating whether or not, let's see. Let's read a little bit more. So we can read about the snake right here, the tree and the eagle. Okay. Can y'all see these pictures right here? We can zoom in a little bit too. This is the Thracian, right? And these are, very old depictions, right? Go look at any picture of any ancient priest or, and they're doing it is quite literally that. Like they smashed the horse's face out. Why would you do that? There's another depiction. Oh, I went too far. In front of the sacrificial altar, which everyone was doing back then. Don't have to do that anymore. We sacrifice ourselves enough, murder each other enough. The snake, the tree, and the eagle. On the stone steles from 9,000 years ago. Is it steles or steels? From 9,000 years BC. Sorry, 9,000 years ago. 9,000 years BC. And the later ones from Sumer, a motif is preserved, which is repeated in the Roman images from 1st to 3rd century BC. Okay, so keep in mind it's showing a motif appearing literally 9,000 years before they see it again in the same. This is what I talk about a lot. Defined as the hands of Sabazios. On the plate from Göbekli Tepe, the image represents a tree, on one side of which there is a bird, and on the other a snake. In the image of Sumer, the bird is replaced by winged griffins. So what do we see up here? We see the snake god stands higher than the heroes. Didn't it show a bird? Snake in a tree. Yeah. So, okay, here we go right here. So the first image. No. Figure 25. What does that mean? Hold on. I want to make sure we're looking at okay, yeah. So this is obviously we've seen this one a lot, right? This depicts the caduceus winged griffins, right? And what's that on their heads? Are those birds? Yeah. So there's a snake in the middle. Those could be interpreted as birds or horns, which is symbolic, of receiving knowledge from the divine. That's why they're pointed upward. That's why Moses had horns. There you go. Also, right here, I see the algas. I see the rune for protection, which they made into the peace sign, which is the opposite, or could represent chaos. It's kind of the as above, so below thing, maybe, if you look at it in a way. But this is, this is in Thracia. So yeah, there's the bird and the snake represented right here on the tree. So what they're saying is this is basically almost the same image. I mean, 9,000 years apart, they would have updated it to fit their culture, right? I don't know if you've looked into the Thracians. They go fucking hard, dude. And as warriors, they were a very serious people. And so, let's see. Wing Griffin. So on the plate from Göbekli Tepe, okay, that's the first one right here. So the image represents a tree. That's what's in the middle. I saw it as a rune, I guess. One side there was a bird, on the other a snake. Bird on the right. Okay, so the bird is, I can't click on anything. Subliminal has really cool shit where you can click and highlight stuff. It's a bird, obviously, the wings down and head up, and the snake on the tree. That's pretty cool. The idea about the tree and its guardians, earthly and celestial spirits, heroes and cherubs, was well known in ancient times. On the images from Sumer, the deities from the two sides of the tree were also symbolized by a snake and a bird. Now, who do we know these as, guys? Let's go back into Greypilled a couple years. This is Enki and Enlil, right? But it could be, Ningazita and Ninurta. It could be Marduk and his father. Like, if you get into that certain mythology, the bird depicting many different deities. Maybe depicting Ishkur at once too. Another son of Enlil. And so, and here we see the same thing, right? The stretched hands of the deities to the tree define its dominating position. The hypothesis is that the tree of life symbolizes the all-penetrating and all-embracing spirit of life, the God which gives life to the earth and the sky, its guardians and patrons. The spiritualism of the earth and the sky is a step toward the origination of the idea of the so-called great mother and father. Mother Earth and Father Time, right? Only on this relief, figure 4, 1st century BC, British Museum. So, okay, right here, now we see on the left side. Only on this relief of a Thracian horseman from Constantinople, there is an eagle and a snake depicted on the tree of life. Okay, so the eagles aren't on, it's not on the side of it, it's depicted on it with the snake. The horseman is holding in his hand 3 tied twigs. Talk about the what's it called? The algas room, right? alges. I'm still learning how to say some of this shit. The horseman is holding in his hand 3 tied twigs, a symbol of the Trinity in front of him and of protection. Spirit of life, earth, and sky. There's that picture. Yeah. Y'all see it right there in his right hand? People would think that's his hand. He's holding something. What about 4-2? What is it saying for? Oh, well, wait a minute. Oh, okay. That's giving us a close-up. That's giving us a close-up of the bird and snake on a tree. Okay. I was like, what are we looking for there? In the Judaic religion, as well as in Assyria and in Babylon, the cherubim perform guardian functions, defenders of the tree of life, and they have similar pronunciation, cherub. And these, if you read Hall and a lot of theosophists and what you would call New Age, Luciferian. No, these people are just students of mystery schools. That's all it is. I'd say some of them they may have that Faustian bargain, right, to sell out their fellow humanity for a comfortable life, knowing a lot of uncomfortable truths. But let's see, and they have similar pronunciation. Cherub, close to. Cherubim. Cherubim, Heruvim, Zepi, Heru. Is that how you pronounce that? Heru. Is that Greek? Is that is that ancient Thracian or something? What is this? Heros. Or is that how you Zepo? Don't let me lie to you guys. Okay, hold on. Zepi or Heru, Zepok, Heros, and that's, I guess, where the word heroes comes from. Caribou, close to Corybantis, the guardians of the young Zeus in the cave on the island of Crete. Oh, wow. So this is a Zeus connection. It's okay. So it's relating so I guess maybe instead of being birds and serpents, they're winged serpents, right? And that's what it's saying. They're on the tree of life, being similar to the Heruvim, or the cherubim. I almost said seraphim. Now, those are the Lucifer angels, the fiery serpents. Those are Lucifer angels. And I brought up the other night, it says in one of these Hall books that if we were to take Satan out of the equation completely and all that energy, then the fire of Lucifer would burn through all our spirits. Some crazy esoteric shit. I don't know. Maybe it was biased of some sort. But the credible paleolexical relation. Okay, I just skipped. Okay, we talked about Zeus on the Isle of Crete. Guys, remember, it's 10:30 where I am. This is the only time I could do a show. I don't know if I could do one tomorrow. I had to do one. I had to do another one for you guys this weekend. And who knows? We could get done with this. And you talking about Owen? Oh, shit. Nice. How'd you swing that, dude? He's been in my chat sometimes. I don't know. I don't know if he likes me too much. I don't know if too many people like me. Which is it's completely fine. I get it. To be honest with you, I get it. Is what it is. I've been a fan of him for a while, man. It'd be cool if you had him on. Maybe you can holler at him for me, Stacks. Maybe he'll respond to you instead of because like I said, there's been people who have done stuff with horseshoes, and they've done stuff with other people. But when I say, hey man, I'd love to talk to you about this or your new book or crickets. Because I don't have a big enough following. I never will. I don't really give a shit. I plan on losing more people, and that's fine with me. Enlil threadless engine. Wait, what? Yeah. Definitely, dude. But no, Stacks. I heard you're having Owen Benjamin on too, dude. W. As he would say, you're crushing it. You're crushing it, bud. I like Owen. I think he's a good comedian, and I think he's a funny guy. I think he's a good father and a good husband, you know. And he's done a lot for himself and probably, you know, I've heard a lot of his supporters, you know, helps them out. That's great. I wish I could do that for you guys. Don't agree with a lot of, I wouldn't say a lot, some of his rhetoric, but he'd probably say the same about me, which is fine. Like I said earlier, I'm expecting a lot more of that in the future. So for you guys that are still here with me, man, love y'all. Means a lot. Means more than you know, and I'll always remember it. All right, let's get back to this. And like I said, at the end, if we still have a little time left and we maybe hit the goal, we can watch some shit. I don't know. We'll fuck around and watch. Get on Twitter and just, I don't know. X, sorry. Love you, buddy. All right, so where were we? Protector, guardian, cherub corresponds to generally accepted interpretation of the word's origin from the Indo-European root sir. Sir? Like serious? And sire? And sir, like being a knight? Wait a minute. To keep watch over or guard. Dude. Okay. All right. So now we're equating it to bards and knights. Learning a lot about Sabazios. Well, no, okay. I was about to say I was going to take my shirt off to reveal something, but you've already seen it. It's not going to be a surprise. I'll do it in a little bit. It's the design in the quarter I have on a shirt. It is starting to get hot in here, though. Earlier, I had my fucking AC on and everything going. So one day you will become Dom Lucre. Please kill me before that happens, Meat Cavern. No, I'm good. I've seen a lot of shit about him lately. He's going to Diddy parties. I don't know. I mean, he did pop up out of nowhere, right? Just fucking. I don't know. Those puka shell braids, man. That shit kills me. I can't take this guy seriously. He's wearing fucking shells in his braids. What does it say? Save the last dance? You faggot. Sorry. What? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, popped up out of nowhere. But you know what? There's also some people we've been friends with for a while, mutuals, who won't come on my show. You guys let me know why. Let me know if y'all know the reason why in the chat or the comments, please. Or if you're a person, DM me and be like, hey, this is why I won't come on your show. You suck, or, you know, I don't like this, or, you know. It's oh my God. We're getting into some really cool shit, man. I'm going to cut the Twitter stream. So I'm going to do what Tomcat does from Strange Brews. Shouts out my boy. Saw they were live watching a movie earlier. I think he's done that for a while. I don't think he got that from me. But we will be watching Color Out of Space probably this week. We'll have a Rustic Gods, like I said, this week. And got 2 shows this next weekend. Got Bennett from Broadcasting Seeds coming on Monday. But then, oh, fuck. Who's coming on Saturday or Sunday? No. Trebles Garcia is in 2 weeks on Sunday, or 3 weeks, sometime on a Sunday. May even be in May. Somebody else is coming on next week. Either that. Oh, fuck. What's his name? Matthew Lang? Is that it? He came on a Cult Rejects one time and crushed it with the Charlie Kirk shit. Crushed it. Slow faggot. How about you speed up? You're a fucking MacBook. Thanks. Talking to an inanimate object. Matthew Lane. Fuck me. Yeah. 11 a.m. on a Saturday. All right. Well, that'll cut into Morningwood, but we could do that Sunday. Next week? It's next week. Yeah, and then I got Bennett coming on Monday, going on Treble Show 2 weeks after that on a Sunday. Besides that, man, I mean, I think I'm going on the rune reading with Stein and Zarelath next week. Shout out my boy Zarelath Eternal and Greyhorn Pagans. But other than that, I mean, you know, this is all happening on weekends. I don't know how I'm gonna do Monday night, Bennett. We'll see. If I don't get off at 8, told everybody weekday shows are kind of out right now. But like I said, give me more time to do stuff during the weekend. All right. Let's see. I'm going to Tyranny with another $20 donation. Dude, what is going on tonight? Let's fucking
I'm gonna come.
Oh, great Odin's raven.
to the goal tonight. So my wife and kids are probably I don't have work tomorrow because I have to go get my tooth put in. Finally, they molded it last time. I thought they were putting it in last time. They molded it, getting it put in, getting the rest of my shit checked. It should be okay. It's been okay. Taking a lot better care of my teeth. And yeah, so I mean, I don't know. Maybe we can do a show tomorrow, but I'm chilling with y'all tonight. It's 10:30 here. I'll go for another hour and a half. So we don't even have to finish this because I don't know if we will. But dude, thank you for the $20 donation. And
I'm gonna come.
I already did. Thank you. I may take a break here in a minute, and we'll play a song for you guys. Where are all the white women at? Pat, you should know. You're white yourself, and you have a beautiful white family. So you tell me, dude. The white women are in the house. They're tied down. I'm just kidding. No, they're probably getting ready for bed, to be honest with you. But there's no other it's good to see you, Patrick. It's good to see you. Let's just close out. Fuck. All right, guys, let's get back to it. No, I sent that out. Yeah, there we go. $3 more, guys. Who's gonna do it? Who's gonna get us there? Who's gonna make me bust? I'm just kidding. I hope there's no kids watching. Son, fucking, if you're watching, don't do it. Get off. I'll take your fucking phone. So, we're talking about Sabazios in a hand Sabazios shirt. Get yours at greypilledprintify.me. Shouts out Subliminal Messenger. And yeah. Done grifting merch to you guys. I've grifted all the Grey Pill merch this weekend. I'm ordering some more. Got that Twin Peaks shirt that I did and other Gods of the Morning Wood. We're getting it. We're doing it. Hey, love. All right. Well, you're watching. That's good. That's good. I'm glad my wife's watching. I love her. Let's change it. Man, thank you, Tyranny. Thank you again, man. You guys have been pulling through for me. I appreciate it. It means a lot. And it helps me stream more this week, to be honest with you. So let's add that in there. we'll get back to this because I actually like what we're about to read. Should I take it out? It shouldn't just be sitting here. Been a while since I've done a solo show. Y'all bear with me. Stickers. I showed them earlier. So let's see. I'll add this back in a second. Let me do this. So we have, yeah, man, we basically almost made the goal for the evening, guys. Thank you. Thank you. What's that? There we go. All right, let's pull this back up. So the definition of the name heroes as protector, guardian, cherub. That's the wrong thing. Stop it. Fuck. $2 from Patrick towards the goal. Thank you, Patrick. You're the fucking man here. Do you want a I'm gonna come. Oh, hold on. No. I need to name these something better. I haven't this. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Patrick, for the $2. You got us at 32. Almost Illuminati confirmed. But hold on. What were we talking about with the whole cherubim, right? What it translates. So the definition of the name heroes as protector, guardian, cherub corresponds to the generally accepted interpretation of the word's origin from the Indo-European root sir. Right. We were talking about sir, sire, seer, right? Sirius, keep watch over, guard, corresponding to the Latin servere, to save, protect, defend, a knight, right? Sanskrit sarva, Avestan harva, Old Persian haruva, protector, defender. L.A. Gendon also defines the name heroes as protector, defender, referring to Fisk, Bettsville, and Pokorny. Pokorny, I don't know what that is. Let's go down to the notes. We can go down to the notes. Note, we're going to skip all that. You're not going to see any of that. None of you are going to see that. No. 13. Let's see what 13 is. Gendon, LA. Oldest onomastics of the Eastern Balkans. So I guess he was talking about different authors. Books. We're going to go back up. We're going to get to the hand. We're going to talk about the hand, and that's probably where we'll end. So, okay. So the credible paleolexical relation serpent, snake is remarkable, and it matches the sequence of servant, serpent, cherub, heros. Okay, so we're talking about etymology right now. And while to the east, most often the patron guardian cherub, haruva, servant, was portrayed as a winged creature with the present-day name of protective spirit. This was a daemon, right, in Greek mythology, also known as zephyrs, in which some of these gods and goddesses had these certain like servitors. If you listen to my episodes about tulpomancy or egregores, you'll learn about servitors and how servitors go way back into ancient times. The jinn, I guess, would be known as like a genie would be a servitor, right? But you can make these things in some of these certain practices. I don't suggest it, but what to do what you want. Winged creature with the present day name of protective spirit. To the west, it was depicted as a snake under the name of guardian spirit, genius loci. Now, you guys know we're all about the genius loci here, the spirit of the place. The spirit of the place is a guardian spirit, right? It guards an entire, I believe, like a certain region, maybe even landmass. The egregore of a nation. But once people start building a bunch of statues and whatnot to it, connects to the egregore, those statues get destroyed. The egregore gets destroyed. We're not going to get into that. To the west, it was depicted as a snake under the name Guardian Spirit, Genius Loci, or heroes in certain images. All three names have the meaning of defender, patron, yeah, fucking patron, defender, patron, guardian, patron. Did he spell it wrong? Am I saying it wrong? Wow. So all three names, so the snake, so the name of the snake, the protective spirit, and the heroes all have the same name as defender or guardian. The protective spirit to the east and the guardian spirit, heroes, to the west. Whoa. Hold on now. Wait. Hold on. What is this? Like which image is this? Figure 6.3, that's figure 5. Was figure 5 mentioned? Don't you do this to me. Whatever your name is, who wrote this. Where's figure 5? Did I miss it? Must have missed it. And I'm sure some people, oh, you drinking beer? And it's like, you get the fuck over it. I think we're making sense. I'm not, reading this with you guys. We're looking at the images and we're interpreting it as they're, I'm getting it. Oh, well, we got another $10 donation from Kyle West. Appreciate the work. Kyle, dude, I appreciate you. Thank you. Means a lot. I'm gonna come. I meant to hit that. So thank you for the $10 donation, and then you get us over the goal. Thank you so much, dude. That doesn't happen too much, but when it does, make it worth your while. What's up, babe, Lon? What is she doing? Oh, she's getting her beer. Take 2 seconds. Oh. You got us past the 100 for the month. Yeah. We're at 42 for the night, guys, out of 33. So we beat the goal. If you still want to donate, you can maybe make me stream till 12:30. Oh my God, you're gonna make me stream. That was gay. I'm not gonna do that again. Here we're gonna go ahead and finish what we were gonna get into. Kyle, thank you so much. Please don't stop watching because I did that. Xerox said, damn, it's been a long time since I've had the joy of falling asleep to an episode of Gray Pill. Dude, I know my voice used to put you to sleep, Xerox. Me and Xerox don't agree on everything, but he's still my brother and I love him to death. And he knows. He knows. He gets it. He gets it. He doesn't talk about it much, but he gets it. A lot of you do that watch my show and you don't talk about it much. You don't want to really get into, you're kind of observing what I'm talking about recently, like from the back, and I get it. That's cool. If you have any further questions, you DM me about it. I've talked to you all about my spiritual journey, we're not getting into it. We're not going to get into it tonight. Maybe later if y'all have questions about, what I've been getting into lately as far as researching and what I think about certain things. And I don't know. Like I said, it's been a while since we got new patrons. So I'm trying to do more things with the show. It's been a while since I've done one of these. I think people like when I do these. If not, every time I see you, all I hear in my head is, all right. Thanks, J2. Are you still crushing it? Or are you still shredding? Shredding people's faces off? Playing thrash metal? That's you, right? You're the guy who built his own amp and shit. Dude, you're goated. I love you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm going to pull you guys up. What's up, babe Lawn? What's up, girl? Everybody go subscribe to Babe Lawn Podcast. My hot wife. She keeps me in order. She keeps me in. Well, last night like I said, we went to see that Grateful Dead cover band last night. Her and the kids, when they ended up going in the restaurant, I ended up taking a nap in the truck. And I think that's okay because, I didn't drive. And I woke up and there were two like hippie girls dumpster diving. And I woke up to the car alarm. That was pretty uncomfortable. But it was to my wife being like, hey, I didn't know you were sleeping here. I just thought, I think she thought I was ignoring her maybe. I was like, no, I didn't want to go I don't want to fall asleep in the restaurant. But I've been on the water drinking at a Grateful Dead cover band is playing. I'm going to be, not shit faced, but I'm going to, have a few beers and a smoke maybe and kind of, which I was hanging out with my son and he was loving the music. And yeah, why are you listening and coming out here? She don't want me to talk about it. But let me see. Oh, she acts like we weren't hanging out in like one of the nicest neighborhoods where we live. Trust me, there were people there who were doing, it's a concert. What are you gonna expect? Anyway, I guess I won't talk about the good night that we had and how my wife can remind me sometimes, like, hey, don't be don't be a dumbass and don't do this. You should probably do this instead. And I'm like, oh, that's a good idea. Thank you. I love you. And that's it. I wonder if she's been watching the whole stream. Have you been watching the whole stream? Probably. It's okay. There's nothing I said that I wouldn't have said in front of her. But she knows how transparent I am with my audience. It's not like too many people are going to watch this anyway. Let me tell you. Okay, here we go. All right, so in the tombstone images from Western Asia Minor, the departed person who is said to be a heros. I wonder if that's a text error. Can never be seen on a horse. The horse is without the horseman. It is depicted either next to him or outside of the premises within the window frame. Next to him, there is always the tree with the serpent, is present. The horseman himself is often identified with the snake, and his image is missing from the relief. Here we go. So we're done with that. The youth hero Polydeuces. There we have the tree of life on one side of this Polydeuces guy. And we have the horse on the other side, but he's without a rider. Right? So, okay, in the tombstone images, so this is when someone dies. They portray them not on their horse. It's like they've fallen from their horse. The ultimate death. Hey, Olivia, everyone knows about that too. So I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters. She acts like I don't talk to you guys about, She's good. She's good. JC was saying he missed you earlier. So, yeah, talk to JC. There we go. So here's the Heroes of Edirne. Now, what is this? Okay, now where does it explain? Hold on now. The warrior hero Silvius. Oh, dude, we read about Silvius. We read about in the Veil of Isis. Wasn't he one of the wasn't he one of the Greeks or Romans that founded like Albion or Gaul? Like children of Silvius? A relief from a museum in Copenhagen. Reliefs from Pergamon. Horseman mounted on a horse and his counterpoint. A horseman dismounted from the horse is a way to define two worlds, the world of the living and the world of the dead. So to these people, you lived on a horse, dude. You ate on a horse. You slept on a horse. You fucked on a horse. Not the horse. Don't do that. But, like, for instance, Game of Thrones, Dothraki, very, very similar culture probably, right? Except these people were probably white and a little more intelligent. But I mean, from the steppe, right? And it's factual. You can go look it up. Okay, so the world of the living and the world of the dead. This pattern has also been used later in real funeral processions. The warrior's body is lying on a weapon carriage. The saddled horse is next to him. That's sad, man. Warrior dies without his horse. Or his horse, well, I don't know. My son's playing Red Dead 2 right now. When he gets to the last mission and he has to fucking put his horse, like his horse dies, then he's going to really be upset. That's what really upset me. It's like seeing your friends die on the game. It's like, oh no. Very visceral. Good game. So the images of the Thracian horsemen are placed in sanctuaries. The horseman is a praying person from the living world who presents gifts to God in front of a sacrificial altar. Hey, Olivia, baby, this is going to Patreon, and then I'm going to edit it and re-release it. So, whatever, I'll cut it out. Like it's a big deal. Okay, the warrior's body is lying on a weapon carriage. The images of the Thracian horsemen are placed in sanctuaries. The horseman is a praying person from the living world who presents gifts to God in front of a sacrificial altar. These little typos are fucking me up. Often he is holding a fiel, the sign of the praying person, the beggar. What's a fiel? Behind the sacrificial altar, there is a spiritual world beyond. There is the tree and the heroes, and often the mother goddess again with the field, the patera, the mother goddess, the begging goddess. She prays for health of her children. Okay, we're going to go to what is that? What is a appeal? A fiel? Is that how you say it? Can one of you guys maybe help me with that? Correct me? I don't know. A shallow, handless, ancient Greek libation bowl. What's libation? Often featuring a central raised bowl for holding while pouring liquid offerings to gods. Okay. Similar to a Roman petera. There we go. Okay, so it's a bowl used to give offerings. Got you. A ritualistic bowl. The mother goddess, the begging goddess, she prays for the health of her children. New York Rockefeller Center. Nice. But where does it explain? I think we've depicted a lot of these images. Even in this one with the tree right here, you have a pine cone at the top. He's placing this pine cone at the top right there on the left. He is the image of the eagle, right? with the serpent wrapped around the tree. Right here, you have two serpent. Well, they have the sacrificial altar. Is that a bird on there? I know the phoenix may be tied to this somehow. I think I saw that in here somewhere. I guess we were talking about the defender. 3 different names. Let's see. So the warrior's body. Okay. Here we go. All right. So it's 10:55. We'll is Albania where Thrace was? No, Constantinople. They destroyed Thracia. They destroyed the home of the mysteries. Thracia was one place. I think Alexandria, Thracia, and if there were a few places where people would go and they would talk about their different cultures and they would share with each other what they would learn from the gods, and it was beautiful. And then it was no more. Tune in to Gods in the Morning Wood on Saturday. All right, back to it. So we're going to finish off right here on this one. We're not done talking about it, but on the votive plates of the Thracian horsemen, there are no female riders. However, there exist female names with the attribute heroes. Heroes Hera, heroes Athene. So you got Hera or Rhea, wife of Jupiter, or Zeus. Yes. Saturn's Kronos, Jupiter, Zeus, right. Heros Hera, Heros Athene. The attribute Heros was placed on many tombstones with female names. Heroes. We know it's the same word. It is hard for me to imagine Heroes Asclepius or Heroes Hera mounted on a horse with a pike in hand, guiding pigs as a gift to God. Gods do not make sacrifice. Gods receive gifts. Today's analogy of the heroes is a saint, the human spirit enlightened after one's death and playing the role of a protector, a mediator between the god and the praying person who can be either a man or a woman. This is what people talk, or is he describing the gods? Is this his opinion, or is this, Why has the image of the eagle disappeared from the votive plates of the Thracian horsemen, but the image of the snake, the symbol of the earth, has remained? The horseman's 3 raised fingers, as a token of acknowledging the Holy Trinity, probably shows that this is taken for granted, or that the reason is the domination of the mother goddess, the earth, in the spiritual world of Thrace, which was, I think, dominated in a lot of places, right? Here we go. All right, so we're on page 6. Fuck me. Okay. We'll keep going. Hey, whoop my baby mama hoe ass. What's going on, dude? It's good to see you. Love you guys. We'll take a bite of this. No, okay, so we're going to keep reading. We'll keep reading we'll read another 2 or 3 pages. We'll get to talking about the hand, and then we will get to, we'll get to this. We'll kind of end around this, and then we'll pick up next time around the hand. Oh, that's a sexy hand right there in the middle. Got it creeping. All right. Here we go. Now we're getting into it. But you guys can wait a second, okay? I know it's late. Well, it's only 11. Hi. Hey, Rocky. What's up, bro? Yes. Sabazios. Yeah, Xerox. Back, way back in the day. It's mostly Indo-European. A lot of whites lived there. They were, somehow bred out, I guess. Also killed. So, used to be a place of the mysteries, though. Yeah, one of many. Talk about, no, never mind, we're not going to into that. But let's see. Yeah, this is another 2 to 3 pages. So, looking at the time, it took us almost about an hour to do this first little part. So it won't take us that long. I'm not going to trail on about too much because there's actually some stuff that I'm going to learn here. But y'all got to give me 2 seconds. I'm trying to inhale this pizza. Here. You want to watch something? Let me find you guys something. Why did I save that? Oh, actually, I had a perfect video for you guys. Hold on. It had to do with this. Fuck. Never mind. No, I'd have to mute it. I think it's on YouTube. I don't know. I'd have to mute it. Anyway, all right, we'll get back to this. Zagreus, Dionysus. Okay, so this is the tree, the snake, and the eagle in the reliefs of Sabazios. The sun, Zagreus, Dionysus, Sabazios. Zagreus, Dionysus, and Sabazios are mythological characters and are often combined in the literature, despite the evident incongruity of the images of a child, an adolescent, and an adult man at the end of his life. The character from the 3 figures defines the notion of the 3 ages. That's fucking fascinating. That's so cool. Childhood, youth, and maturity. Everything comes in 3s, I swear. According to a fool, this mythology is a literary reflection of the actual Thracian ritualism. Holy shit. The thesis established here is that Zagreus, Dionysus, and Sabazios are a manifestation of the ritualism reflecting the various phases of solar annual cycle. Birth, Zagreus. Fertilization, Dionysus. We all know that. I mean, during the Last Supper, and my wife is actually one of the first people to tell me about this, Christ took part in the Dionysian rites. I mean, it is what it is, right? He learned the mysteries as well. The fruit-bearing part of the year is represented by Sabazios. All right, it's gone. I'm done. You guys know I never eat on camera, but I had to eat this second little pizza, which I folded up like a taco. And devoured it. Hey, babe, if you're still watching, I could eat like 10 more of those. Not right now, obviously, but so again, this divine symbolism is represented in parts of 3, right? And then you have 3 deities, the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, right? Is what I'm starting to see the motifs here, right? So let's read a little more. Zagreus is the beginning. Nonus described how Nonus describes how Zeus transformed into a dragon, created Zagreus By this marriage with the heavenly dragon, the womb of Persephone, the ruler of the underworld, swelled with living fruit, and she bore Zagreus the horned baby. That just means Zagreus had wisdom, guys. That doesn't mean he had little horns. Maybe it was depicted with them from his wisdom. With knowledge, I mean, you lose sight, you may grow, grow deformed, and people look at that as dark, and it's like, no, that's just, you give up one thing for like Odin hung on the tree for 9 days, gave up his eye and received all this knowledge, and people want to be like, he drank cum and got fucked and had a horse, and it's like, yeah, that's all cosmological, astrotheological, like esoteric. It's all esoteric interpretation. It's like if you were to take everything in the Bible and interpret it physically, which people do, and it's quite silly. Quite silly. Especially, well, all right, we're not going to end on that. This has nothing to do with any of that. So, swell with living fruit. I'm sure it does, and I'm sure we'll get into it, but that may be for, excuse me, the next episode. When you guys are talking. Whoop my baby mama hoe ass. Jules never eats on stream unless it's a giant bowl of cold noodles. How do you remember that? How do you remember that, Q? That's fucked up. How you remember that? Meat Cavern, where'd you go? Get your boy. So let's see. So that's actually very interesting. Describes how Zeus transformed into a dragon. Created Zagreus by this marriage with the heavenly dragon. Adrian, if y'all remember from Elohim etymology, Adrian West talks about the mother of the Pleiades being this being that was a reptilian origin, this dragon-like Tiamat being, like it is actually, which I think takes place in the ether, but whatever. So there's something to that. I mean, Zeus is always shape-shifting either to a dragon or a swan. He's trying to fuck something. You promiscuous son of a bitch. And then they depict him as a gay Jew in that show, Chaos. We watched the first episode. The first half of the episode I did, we watched a Hellfire Club doc, and it was actually pretty good. A little creepy, from like early 90s, late 80s. And then we watched the first episode of Chaos. This was like first year Grey Pilled. And I was like, yeah, Zeus is very gay in this. And I was watching, I'm like, there's all the symbolism. Then I looked into it, I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, Zeus, I don't think he was gay. I think you need to check your sources when it talks about the Greeks being gay and the Spartans being pedos, and like it's just, it doesn't go along with their code and their honor that they had for their culture, their blood, and their families. Like it doesn't. It holds no water. And if anything, it's maybe, you had your people in high office. I mean, we always have had this, right? People who get in there and they take advantage of their position and end up abusing kids or trafficking them or doing whatever. Yeah, I'm sure that's happened since fucking antiquity. But to equate all Greeks and Spartans and, let's be honest, people want to say all pagans, they all, no, it's not true at all. They had very actually strict laws against not only, pedophilia and all that shit, but homosexuality and, adultery. Now, during festivals and certain parts of the year, the adultery thing with people had certain, I guess it depended on what ancient culture you came from. But yeah, they had their whole, fertility stuff that went on. Yeah, that was normal back then. I'm pretty sure that the Jews had it too. I'm pretty sure everyone had some kind of fertility festival. So anyway, back to Zagreus being born as a horned baby. He was born with a lot of knowledge. So according to Nonus, who's this Nonus? Zagreus was born as a snake's baby. Again, with the knowledge. According to Nonnus, Zagreus was born as a snake offspring, the son of Enki, which gives grounds to S. Reinach to write his study Zagreus Le Serpent Cornu in 1889. This iconography from the period under discussion did not feature horned snakes. Excuse me again, I'm so sorry. But what was widely spread was the image of a snake with a cock's crest, which brings Zagreus closer to the concept of the rising sun. Right, the rooster crows with the rising sun. The snake with a cock's crest is an invariable part of the so-called Sabazios' hands and of the thematically synonymous reliefs of the so-called Roman Mithraism. Let us make difference between the snake with the cock's crest and the snake from the Trinity tree snake eagle that we talked about earlier. In the various manifestations, the snake is the symbol of the Mother Earth. Some people can, a defending spirit, a birth beginning. Did anyone hear this song before the show? Yeah, snake, meaning rebirth. It's all it means. It can mean knowledge of good or evil or rebirth. Your choice. Guess you got to talk to the snake first, right? I don't know. Usually that's why it's important to have discernment. You can tell, you could have some kind of clairvoyant ability to say, hey, this snake's full of shit. I'm going to fucking throw him in the street. Or, hey, let's see what this guy has to say. And then we'll discern, believe in yourself. So let's see. In the various manifestations, the snake is a symbol of Mother Earth, defending spirit, a birth beginning, because, they shed their skin as well. The Boeotian version of the birth of Zagreus explains, Zagreus was born from the union between Zeus and Semele. Fuck, I spilled my beer. I got excited. I did not know this was coming. Listen to the song at the beginning of the show. That's all I have to say. Subliminal, you're not here right now, and really be digging this. He's with the family. I'm sure he's with the family. Nancy, got your shit. It only says Nancy right now, but I'll put some stamps on it. Send it out. You have the same address. Put a thumbs up if you do. Also, Xerox, if you're watching, if you have the same address, put a thumbs up if you do. I confirmed with JC and Meat Cavern and Scott earlier. I sent Subliminal and Amon Rat. There's Tyranny. Did you message me your address? If you didn't, you need to. And Valkyrie, if you see this, you too. You too. I need to make sure you're still in the same place. If so, and I need to make, if y'all got a paranoid pamphlet, I sent the last MK Ultra. I sent one, I think I put it in Xerox's thing. So Xerox, if you already have an MK Ultra one, let me know, and I'll send you one of the homunculus owner's manuals. I'll give the MK Ultra one to someone else. I'm getting some more of these in soon. New ones, hopefully. So the sticker packs at the end of the summer. We'll have some Twin Peaks ones in there. We'll have some, what we're talking about now, a lot of topics. It's going to be people on the Patreon will always get what other people who aren't on the Patreon can't get. So any sticker you get on the Patreon being a member, you can't really get on the store on the Printify. You can get the Dale Cooper thumbs up, follow the Gray Pills one, but that's about it. All right. The snake with the cock's crest. Okay, so this is incredible. I didn't know that it was going to lay itself out like this for me. I think on part 2, when I'm not drinking a few beers, obviously, but I think I haven't really been slurring. Hopefully I haven't. If I have, I'm sorry. I don't think I have. I've tried to not, actually, because like I said, second beer. Or is it? I'm just kidding. But no, I part two we'll have a better understanding of what we learned about in the first. It will be on Patreon. First 30 minutes may go to you guys. Let's see. How many even are we? Wow, YouTube. Really disappointed me tonight. Like none of you guys. None of the guys that are usually here, man. Rumble's fucking crushing it. Thank y'all for showing up, dude. No one on fucking YouTube's here. What the fuck? That's wild. Jug the Goat was here earlier. Dog chasing a boar. Yeah, he had his hunting dog with him, but he was spearing the boar. And I'll show an image at the end, like the meme that I made that represents all these images in one. Christ walking on serpents and Zeus killing Typhon, Hermes killing Typhon. Everyone hates Typhon. And then you have Sigurd killing Fafnir, Thor killing Jormungandr, and you have fucking Ra slaying Apep, Sir Tristan defeating Sir Palamedes, which I don't really know if I like too much now because Tristan was a Christian and Palamedes was a pagan. So it's kind of like, what do you, like with the history and everything, it's kind of, but as far as imagery and symbolism goes, it's beautiful. I think so. I obviously don't give a shit. History's history. Everybody did something terrible at one time, right? It wouldn't make sense for me not to hold one part of my ancestors accountable for like pillaging and raiding and doing all that, but then holding this other. I mean, don't think we should have ever killed each other at all, but that's neither here nor there. I have no say in that. I can't go back and change time unless, never mind. Me too, Tierney. Me too. Who's Marduk? Marduk and Tiamat. Right. Reminds me of Abraxas. I was just about to say, was there going to be a link to Abraxas in here? They're talking about serpents and birds. I think it all has these motifs and these undertones, and a lot of people look at it and they go, it's all demonic. And you're like, no, actually, none of it's demonic. If you look at it as that, sure, whatever. Maybe some weird energy will try to attach to you because you think that, like these certain people believe that these certain deities exist. We've talked about on this show, Moloch, not a deity, not an entity. It's a type of sacrifice. Baal, just Baal, not a deity, not an entity. Baal Hamon, Baal Zebul, Baal Zephon, Baal Hadad, Baal Peor, right? Like temple to what Baal? Like you had your different regions, your different balls. Lucifer, just, the morning star, Venus or Mars in Rome. I think Rome is Mars, Greek was Venus. That's where the whole Freemason comes from, right? The Lucifer and the Sons of Light, the Frey Masin, which comes from the Egyptian mystery schools. It all kind of links into each other. The Egyptian mystery schools being the first of the mystery schools. Like you had the Eleusinian, but it really all goes back to like this one certain deity, and usually it's Osiris. But yeah, guys, what we talk about on this show now. We we have no preferred bias. There is none. There is none. So, and I know some people disagree with me, and that's your opinion. And if you want to view it through the lens of your faith, by all means, and let me know what you think about some of this stuff. But don't ever come at me and be like, "Hey, that's not right." Like, well, wait a minute. What makes you the end all be all on what's right and what's not? Nobody. I'm not either. I say that every episode. But, stuff is, we're moving along on Gray Pilled, right? We're learning things. We're growing. Our consciousness is expanding. This is part of the journey. Change, right? It's not comfortable. It's not. It's fucking not. If you're on a spiritual journey and you're comfortable, probably not where you need to be. Sorry. That's just it. I mean, it's complacent. If you need that for everyday life, by all means. I may be insane for choosing, the other path, but, I'm the Mississippi Mystic. I don't say that lightly. I joke with you guys about things, but, I'm a very spiritual person. So the things I encounter, I talk about, right? From an objective lens. Started to. At first, I was, when you're in fear of a lot of things, they will manifest to you scary like, right? They'll respond to that fear. If anything, dark entities are attracted to fear. And I'm sorry, some people can say we don't fear anything. It's like, yeah, bull fucking shit, dude. Well, whatever. I digress. Hell, I'm scared of some things. I try to say fear nothing, but it's easier said than done, You can always try. And hey, like I said, I'm an open book. My show is, for everyone questioning the truth, regardless of what it is, regardless of what path you're on, you can always come here and try to find answers. That's what Grey Pilled started off as. That's what it will fucking end as. I'm not here to grift to you. I'm not here to make money. Be nice. But obviously, 1,300 followers on Twitter in over 2 years. And I'm like, hey, man, I'm good with that. To be honest with you, I don't want any more. I don't. I'm good with this. I'm good. I have my Patreon people. I don't care if you watch my show or not. I don't. Your loss. But for all the people who have supported me for the past couple of years, you all know who you are. You're a lot of you here right now. I love you guys. I'll always be here to listen to what you have to say. I'm going to quit being a faggot. The iconography from the period under discussion did not feature horned snakes, but what was widely spread was the image of a snake with a cock's crest, which brings Zagreus closer to the concept of the rising sun. The snake with the cock's crest is an invariable part of the so-called Sabazios' hands and of the thematically synonymous reliefs of the so-called Roman Mithraism. Let us make difference between the snake with a cock's crest and the snake from the Trinity, the tree eagle snake. In the various manifestations, the snake is the symbol of the Mother Earth, a defending spirit, a birth beginning. The Ocean version, that's 1123. We'll finish up here in a little bit. We're going to finish the rest of this page. The Boeotian version about the birth of Zagreus explains. Zagreus was born from the union between Zeus and Semele. Let's look up before we get into this, because we'll get into the hand a little bit. I may leave you guys wanting more. I'm going to be honest with you. I may have done that on purpose. Who's Semele? Let's get into that, though. In Rome, the goddess Stimula was identified as Semele. Semele was Semele. That's all I can think of when I hear that. The subject of the now lost tragedy of Aeschylus. Let's look at this real fast, guys. Let's get an understanding of who and what we're talking about, right? I know we like to have fun on this show. And I'm sorry, but I had to get what I just said off my chest, because like I've said the past couple of weeks, I haven't been streaming much. I know I've lost a lot of people. This is my recent rhetoric. Let's see. Okay, so Semele Thione. Translation, inspire or frenzy, was the mother of Dionysus and of the goddess of the Bacchic frenzy. And the goddess of the Bacchic frenzy, Dionysus being Bacchus, which seized female devotees of the god during the orgies. Okay. People want to say she was like her consort was her son. I think that's symbolic as well, but sorry. She was a Theban princess loved by the god Zeus. Theban. When his wife Hera learned of their affair, she tricked the girl into having Zeus swear an oath to appear before her in his full glory. Bound by his pledge, the god did so, and Semele was consumed by the fire of his lightning bolts. Zeus recovered their son Dionysus from her womb, and upon reaching adulthood, he fetched her son from the underworld to join the gods on Olympus. Wait. How long was Dionysus in the underworld? 3 days? Get me started. Get me fucking started on these reoccurring themes we see throughout. People want to say they stem from one place. It makes me mad because people don't even go and look. They don't even look at what else there could be. Right? It's like, fuck. Tyranny, what's wrong? You're gonna explode? Sativa? Eternally Mobile. I just bought a book on Kindle called Freemasonry in the Viking Age. He claims the Scottish Rite has Nordic influences. I found it very inspiring. Hey, man, thanks, Eternally Mobile. You're like one of the first people on YouTube tonight. Dude, thank you. Thank you. I'm going to check that book out. The weed I'm smoking right now is a sativa called Morning Wood. How cool is that? I guess. Doofus Dog. Ayo. Thank you. Q. Say the same thing, Zaddy. My wife may kick my ass for that. I never call another man daddy. I don't know, Q. Think you deserved it. I'm going to give you a brick you can't contain, Tyranny. Okay, guys. Tara, good to see you. Yeah, Jug's here. Jug's been on YouTube. Him and Doofus Dog. Hello, Doofus Dog. Rocky's here. Baruch Hashem. No, none of that. But yeah, Nance. Okay, so Nance is good. Tyranny, DM me, Tyranny. Well, if you're still on the Patreon, dude, like I said, I don't know if you checked your email. It don't get much gayer than calling me daddy. I don't know. Was I talking to you, Doofus Dog? I think I was talking to whoop my baby mama's hoe ass. He was saying he's going to, well, no, it's not. Okay. Growing up, watching Hercules, The Legendary Journey, I always hated Hera for being the villain. As I got older and learned about Zeus, I kind of got it. Yeah, dude, Hera was pissed, man. She's pissed. And you see that name Hera, you see it in Rhea, right? Freya. There's a lot. What Freya wasn't the sister wife. Wasn't that more of Frigga? I don't know. I'm still learning a lot about Norse mythology. People know that. It's something I've been diving into. As far as ancestral faiths, spiritually, something I've been looking into as well. My path kind of led me there. Be honest with you, I asked for discernment, led me right there. So, the signs along the way proved it. If you know, you know. The so-called Sabazios hands and of thematically synonymous reliefs into so-called Roman Mithraism. Okay, so we talked about that. We got past all that. So now we're looking at the hands, guys. At the hands of Sabazios. We're there. We finally got here. Almost 2 hours. The birth of the horned snake by the Mother Earth. The horned snake in the iconography about Sabazios. So y'all see the horned snake is on. So, okay. The right hand, right? Fuck me. What am I doing wrong? Okay, so that's the pinky? It's a big fucking pinky, dude. That can't be the thumb. Can that be the thumb? If it's his right hand, it is the thumb. So it is that. Yeah, okay. There was this. So the snake comes up right here on the hand, right? and it's a horned snake. Now, if you know anything about fingers and like what is it, like tarot reading, or what is it, like palmistry or whatever, talks about these three being the like the Godhead, which is why Sigurd is shown in some like ancient drawings sucking his thumb, right? He's connecting to God. I don't want to hear it. No one's fucking clowning on Sigurd. That's not allowed here. You're blocked and removed. And then those are heroes we don't joke about. Obviously, I don't care, but still. And then you have like the feminine, right? And then the Holy Spirit being represented by a finger as well, and that goes with the whole blood, like the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. People don't know in most ancient cultures, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit was the feminine. So, and some people say they changed it when they made a sun cult. We're not getting into that. The Boeotian version of the birth of Zagreus explains Zagreus was born from the union between Zeus and Semele, from Phrygian Zemelo, earth, Old Bulgarian Zemlia. After Zemele's death, so I guess it's more with the Z, Zemele Zeus, right? Zeus sewed the Photius Zagreus to his leg. What? From which Dionysus was born. He sewed the child to his leg. Oh. So I guess that birthed Dionysus, dude. Is that like some Jewish deity from Zion, from which Dionysus was born? The allegory in both versions and in the one by Nonius is evident. Zagreus was born from the union between the earth and the sky. Beautiful. Zeus, as described in the literature, all right, Discord, is not synonymously linked to the sky. On the reliefs, its image is the eagle, which is represented by the sky, right? What are we doing here? Oh, let's make sure. Yeah, guys, we're probably about to end here in a minute. However, we did get to I think we got to what was our goal this evening, guys? $33. We got to 42, almost $10 over the goal. So, like I said earlier, I appreciate you guys for getting us there. And again, Meat Cavern for Friday night. Thank you. It really helps out the show when we make $100 in a weekend, because considering I haven't been doing many shows lately, you guys still support me, and I really fucking appreciate it. It's the small stuff that really counts, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. Like I said, don't plan on getting any new patrons lately. Don't really give a fuck. More people leave. It's okay. I've already accepted it. To be completely honest, there was a few weeks ago, I think I mentioned this. I was like debating, should I shut the podcast down? No, people still want me to talk about this stuff. So people still like coming and hanging out at the shows. They still like being part of the community. And until I get bored, I'll still be here. That's not happening anytime soon, especially with what I'm learning about lately. It's going to unpack a whole new just smorgasbord of topics. I tell you what, the deep dives I got coming, you guys are hold on to your hairpins and your hats. Fuck. Hold on. What's going on? Did it go back up? Hold on. Okay, so the union between earth and the sky. Zeus, as described in the literature, is not synonymously linked to the sky. On the reliefs, its image is the eagle, the sky. Sabazios. In the Thracian Dionysus Sabazios, Alphol, this guy, I got to look at who this guy is and see if he's written any more on this, noted the Dionysus Sabazios link. Holy shit. So the snake represents Dionysus, which is the link from Zeus to Sabazios. Maybe. Oh, let's look at this. The Dionysus Sabazios link in the works of the ancient authors Hesychius, Aristophanes, Amphithea, who assert Dionysus and Sabazios are the same creature. Of course, the definition Zagreus, born from the union between the earth and the sky, defines the same beginning for Sabazios. There are several reliefs which describe Sabazios, from his birth as a horned snake, the son of the earth and the sky, until his death. And we'll finish off with this page, and we'll talk about the hand last. I have a $2 donation from Whoop by Baby Mama's Ho Ass. Don't wait for them to leave. Kick them the fuck out and become a hermit. That's already really, that's already happened. Right. Tyranny. Yeah, there's too much to learn together to quit, dude. People are scared. It's crazy how many people have watched my show and I've been like, hey, you know, don't fear anything. You know, fear is the greatest emotion, and the mental body being the strongest out of all of our ethereal bodies, or our, you know, people are like, yeah, you're right. That makes a lot of sense. And then when it comes down to it, it's like, oh, that's scary. It's like, yeah, I guess, you know, if you look at it that way, if you understand symbolism, if you've watched my show and paid attention, shout out you, Tyranny and Valkyrie, and some other people who have watched my show. I'm not saying, I'm just saying recently, Tyranny and Valkyrie have been in the chat with some pretty good bangers. Tyranny was equating the, what was it, crossing the dweller to finding the grail. And I was like about to cry. I was like, oh my God, did he fucking learn? Did he like talked about that on my show? It means a lot. Like if people can learn some stuff like that and teach that to other people. And it's ancient knowledge, you know, that's not really taught, more forgotten than taught. Happy springtime, man. Z, it's good to see you, brother. Howard, it's good to see you too. We got some YouTube people showing up. Guys, we're going to have to make this into 2 parts. I am going to finish up here in the next 10 or 15 minutes, but go back and watch. I probably won't make this private till tomorrow morning, so feel free kind of watching and, you know, tell me what you think about it. Tell me what you think of it. It's the first deep dive I've done in a while. And, you know, like I said, we're having a couple beers tonight. So next time we do it, probably be, hell, I mean, look, have time tomorrow night, sometime this week. We'll finish it this week. We won't wait long till we finish it, so you guys still be fresh on it. So let's see. Okay, so this is the last page we're going to go over. Unless someone does like a super huge fucking donation, and then I'll be forced to go for like another hour and a half, and we'll probably have to stop because I don't want to butcher this shit after having a few beers, but we're going to end probably here. The relief on figure 9.1. Aha. So what was it talking about? Several reliefs which describe Sabazios from his birth. Okay. Oh, wow. Look down here at the bottom of the tree. There is, if you'll see in the next image, in the palm of Sabazios, there is a mother nursing her child and a bird watching over them. And I think it's going to explain what that is. But so the hand is the tree of life. We're actually getting somewhere. It's Yggdrasil. It's dude. All right. The relief on figure 9.1 from Imperius shows the birth of Zagreus, Sabazios in the cave, the Mother Earth. Yeah. Okay. So there's one part of the union, the sky and earth, right? Give me 2 seconds. I can't fucking believe I haven't done a nicotine pouch this entire fucking time. Wow. W. Well, there we go. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, here we go. So Sabazios okay, so the horned snake, Sabazios is the cave, the Mother Earth. The continuation, the horned snake crawls along the tree of life. Sabazios has raised his hand in Sabazios gesture. Remember the the blessing, that. Where is it? I had a post, or I had a picture. Okay, so the horned snake crawls along the tree of life. Sabazios has raised his hand in Sabazios gesture in front of the sign of the sun. On figure 9.2 there, so this is, okay, so that's obviously the sun wheel up there on the left side. He has his hand obviously raising that gesture. Tree with a snake and an eagle. Above them is the sun, Sabazios. So there is Sabazios again at the top. We have our tree with the eagle and the snake. We're seeing a lot of these reoccurring themes and these motifs a lot, which represent rebirth and solar energy, maybe a little bit of masculine, a little bit of feminine, I guess. I don't know. In front of the sign of the sun, figure 9.2, there are the tree with the snake and the eagle, and above them is the sun. On figure 9.3, in addition to the snake and the eagle, the sun Sabazios is shown instead of the sun, which emphasizes on his origin. Wait. In addition to the snake and the eagle, so it shows Sabazios. Okay, I'm a little confused as to what they're saying. Oh, the sun Sabazios. Is that correlating to the sun? This just looks like an image of Apollo or any sun god right here in the middle at the top. Got the rays behind his head, which the saints have. It's just the same thing as the black sun, right? A lot of Indo-European and pagan gods were represented with the black sun behind them, being just like the saints. I think there's some images with the saints having the black sun behind them. I made later on, but on both reliefs, Sabazios is holding a fir cone in his hand. This is the pineal, right? The seed that he will put on the sacrificial altar. This is what will remain after him. This is essence. Fascinating. And that's why the fucking pine cone's on the thumb on the hand. It's because it's closely related with the divine, with God. Last part before we get out of here, guys. Sabazios' hands. The gesture of Sabazios expresses the unity of the ancient Holy Trinity. Holy Spirit, symbolized by the tree of life. Father and Great Mother in a religion in which Sabazios is the son. This is clearly visible from what Sabazios' hands show. On the thumb, there is always a fir cone. We talked about the pine cone equating to the pineal as well as the tree of life, right? You see that in the Kabbalistic tree. The symbol of the tree of life or the Holy Spirit, right? The other elements are the eagle, Father, The mother symbolized by the amphibian, a snake, a frog, or a turtle. And I think we'll see on the next episode in several representations. You have a turtle, you actually have like a newt or a frog, and then you have the snake as well. I think we'll look at a few hands on this next one. I'm glad I did this. I'm glad I didn't do this all in one episode. I'm doing exactly what I said I wanted to do. So let's see. The mother symbolized by the amphibian, a snake, a frog, or a turtle. Zagreus Sabazios, which is the Sabazios son, right? The young Sabazios. Not yet Dionysus, right? Because Zagreus Dionysus Sabazios is marked by a crowned snake on figure 10.1. The symbols of the earth and the sky mark the middle and the fourth finger of the hand. The use of other amphibians for the image of the earth instead of a snake is necessary because the symbol of the crowned snake is present. Wow, dude, I could have typed this up better. He should have just sent. Never mind. The symbol of Zagreus, the crowned snake. Sabazius has set his foot on his past, a ram, and has pointed his two fingers to the father and the mother. The cave with the mother and the infant is below him. Okay, guys, and this is we're not going to decode this until the next episode. So, which will be on Patreon only, and yeah, I'm sure you can go read it, whatever. Find it for yourself. You may not understand it. You may understand it, you may not. So I was bricked the entire time. Don't know about you guys, but I've been wanting to do that for a while because I've understood it. And to be honest with you, there's a few things that I was like, this has to be it. The union with Zeus, right? Like all this other stuff. And yeah, it's like exactly what I thought it was. The the trilateral god, or the three stages. You had the same thing with the Norns that weave the fates in Norse mythology. Like the Mother Maiden Crone. You had these archetypes, and this symbol is way more relevant than we could even know. I mean, and I'm not out here worshiping Sabazius. If I am, whatever. People, I've had people, the names I've been called over the past, people who have called me an apostate, which is, I think, maybe only one person. I'm expecting more. I'm expecting I'm having to post my DNA test soon and all this shit. So, whatever. But, you see me with the name Julian, right? We going to start branding that? I don't know. We may. How will the scales tip for grey-pilled? It's not up to me. Either you loved the stuff I talked about, or you're a fan of the handsome Hierophant, the Elohim etymologist. You've been a fan of grey-pilled. We'll see soon. But I love you way more than Cubert does. Oh, Pat, I love you too, man. Tyranny. Good night, brother. Good night. It's good to see you here, man. It's good to see you here. Thank you for the donations, dude. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you, brother. And like I said, if you can't get on the Patreon right now, because I think there was a few people that said it maybe, I don't know. I don't think I kicked y'all off, but maybe sometimes cards don't go through. Patreon's fucky. It's super fucky. So go check your subscriptions. Make sure you're still on there. But yeah, that was fun, guys. That was fun. Had fun talking to you guys earlier. A little TMI, I'm sure, about my personal endeavors at concerts in nice neighborhoods. Had a blast. It was good. It's good being out on the water. You need to do it more often. I have to go get a new fishing rod, and I may just buy one. I don't know. We may buy two. You get one for my son, but mine, I tried to restring it, figure out, didn't have any new string, and then my dad was like, "Yeah, that's actually a deep sea rod, so you may want to go buy one for the rivers and lakes you have around here." And I was like, "Yeah, you're absolutely right. I need to do that." I've always liked fishing, and lately tried to do it, and like I said, get a new rod. So for you guys who donated, you can help me buy that rod. Appreciate that. You can also get merch over at greypilledpodcast.me. Let's pull it up real fast before we get out of here. I don't know when my next show is. If we don't get lucky tomorrow, we'll do Color Out of Space maybe this week on a late night. And Rustic Gods, we'll have a new one of those. We got to talk about Easter. We just do. Has to happen. So let's see. All right. Yeah, we got some new bookmarks. Gods in the Morningwood shirts. I'm going to make a couple tank tops, courtesy of Valkyrie. Love you, Valk. And yeah, going to be adding merch here and there. I don't, I don't think it's in high demand. So could be. Printify, the prices aren't bad. It's not, it could be like a few dollars better, but even my buddy was like, "Dude, that hoodie's the most fucking comfortable hoodie I've had." I was like, "Yeah, dude." That's why I was wearing that hoodie earlier. I was like, it's not even that cold, but like I'm a fan on it. It feels good in here. I want to wear this fucking hoodie. And then it got hot, probably because I had a couple beers, but whatever, it is what it is. Great fucking material. And even for images that you print, like look at the dad hat. I see what I'm talking about. That's some pretty cool fucking colors, man. I'd say it's pretty cool. Wait a minute. Yeah, that's sick. Wait, no, I put something on the back. Then I put some on. I swear I put the gray pill on the back, like the little pill broken open. I put it on the back. If y'all notice on my shirts, I have like super cool collar or tag designs with I put certain brand images in there to let you know, even if it's like a Gods in the Morningwood shirt or whatever, Cyslop or Twin Peaks, even I have a gray pill. I'll show you. I know y'all don't give a fuck, but it is. I had to charge $20.60 for this shirt, or I don't think I'm making anything off of it. But yeah, something like that. I don't know. Look, this is all I got right now until I start printing the shit and sending it myself. So, trying to make some designs. We got some pretty cool shit. Oh, wow, I got more. No, a few more. I guess we don't have more. I guess we already no, we have hoodies. We have another we have a couple other little whatever. I love this design. I need to get the wood print design where it has the wood circle with the GOTMW, and it has the sun in the middle, obviously, the eternal sun. Don't think those are oak trees on the shirt, but it's still gods of the desert wood, right? What are we doing? Wolf Bitches of Thessalia. We're having a Wolf Bitches of Yotland shirt. And, these are bookmarks. They're $5.99. I know if you want to support the show, you can get them. I'm probably going to order some bulk ones, send them out on the Patreon packages for this summer. We will, I'll have some stuff that I will be sending out from the store for you guys. For you guys who hang in there, I know I've said this a lot, but $2 tier is definitely coming out. I can't happen anymore. We've lost too many higher tier people for the $2 tier to exist anymore. So if all you $2 tier people want to go up to the $5 tier, or I think you can maybe do like a $4.50 one or $3. It's fine, whatever you can do for the show. But the $2 tier will be out by the summer. It's not a maybe. So I'll probably lose a lot of people on that. That, you know, if they resubscribe, they do. If not, it is what it is, man. I've already accepted it. So, yeah. Those who knew hunger before bread. Yeah. Mithra missed a good one. No. Lucius Trust Fund, baby. We did not get into Mithras. Not yet. That's at the end of the slide, or the end of the research paper that we're going over. So we touched on the Thracian Horseman and the symbolism in that, which is way more than I thought. I mean, for what I assumed, it was, you know, killing the beast within, or that serpent, right? The chaos serpent, crushing Typhon, as I always say. But it also is a representation of the hand itself and Sabazios on the horse, as well as a symbol of life and virility and that warrior spirit. Unlike when it depicts the rider off the horse, which is usually depicted during a funeral or their death, right? They you know, they have fallen off their horse. They have lost their livelihood, you know? So you didn't miss a whole, we're going to do a part 2, but Lucius Trust Fund, baby. If you want to see part 2, you got to go to Patreon, man. It's going to be on Patreon. Doing a lot of watch parties on Patreon. We may do one live to show you all what we're doing. The occult breakdown we do. Doing Sword in the Stone with the Paranoid American, Mother with Nick from Occult Rejects. Going to have some of the other rejects on. I got Jonathan from Cult of Conspiracy Metamystics coming on to do a movie. And a couple other guests, maybe. A couple other big guests. But, well, compared to this show, a lot of people are bigger guests. So very humbled to have all the people come on that do come on, you know. Very thankful for Subliminal Messenger as well as Season of the Rat. They're just as much a part of Grey Pilled as I am. And there's a lot that would not have been possible without those two guys. And they've stuck with me through a lot, even though we don't agree on everything. I still respect them, and they're great men, very valiant men, and part of the round table. They will be knighted eventually. They will earn their place once we retake the castle. And, you know, we either quarter hung and drawn, right? We've been talking about that. Should be happening in town squares. That, or make Blood Eagles great again. Right, guys? If you want to support the show, go to patreon.com/greypilledpodcast. Locals, I'm sorry if anyone subscribed to Locals and you don't get shit. I don't know if anyone did subscribe to that. If you have, please get at me and be like, hey, what do I get out of this? If you're a subscriber on Rumble and you aren't on the Patreon, I don't know if anyone has gifted any to anyone lately, so there may not be any left. I know I maybe had one or two. So if you guys aren't getting the links to the Patreon shows, let me know, and I will send them to y'all, as well as if y'all are having financial troubles and you've been a longtime supporter of the show and you need some time to get back in, like Meat Cavern, Panda Fly, you guys just DM me. And there's past examples, obviously. I'm not trying to air people's financial grievances out, but you know, everyone goes through shit. I talk about it all the time. To my detriment, I'm way too transparent. I guess it's a good thing, right? Like, I don't know, it'd be easy to tell if I'm lying. It'd be easy to tell if I'm hiding anything, or if I'm some subversive moral fag, which I would never do. I'd jump off my roof before that happened. But anyway, yeah, if you want to follow me, go to X, Greypilled Pod, Instagram, Greypilled_podcast. Go over to YouTube and Rumble, Spotify and Apple Podcasts, since they won't allow me on Spreaker. Oh, man, that is a huge fucking bummer. You know, oh, fuck you, Spreaker. You suck. And now I have to pray for meaty. Sure. you feel need to, and you do that. But yeah, I was telling Lucius Trust Fund baby, Howard, all you guys, man. Yeah, man, if y'all want to get more content, go over to the Patreon, or and there's way more you can get. Sticker packs, Discord link, bunch of shit that we do behind the scenes, and you get to be a part of the show. Basically, I open the floodgates. I open the door, and I'm like, hey man, what ideas you got? What guests you want on? What designs you want me to do on shirts? Like I ask my audience everything. You people who support me, I love all. If you can't support me and you watch all my shows, I love you just as much. You can always DM me too. Let me know what you think about certain guests I've had on, or if there's someone you want me to have on, what you want me to cover. As well as, like, I've thrown this out there. If there's people who have taken the path I've taken, and you choose to question absolutely everything, and sometimes to your detriment, and then you end up taking the path of the unknown, right? Where everything kind of comes along the way, and we learn as we go, and we recognize signs and symbols, and then we become your own initiate, right? DM me if you have questions, if you want to talk, if you feel like no one understands you, or love you, Nance. It's great seeing you, sweetie. I hope everything's good. You're crushing it, by the way, over at NDS. Let's say Nephilim Death Squad. Shout out Top and Raven. Yeah, you're killing it over there. They couldn't have a fucking better producer, or a person, or like a person even working for them. You're awesome, and you've been a big supporter of this show for a long time. The longest now. We're getting over 2 years. So, like I said, I have sticker packs that are going out. But yeah, guys, if you're on your own journey, your own path, and you feel like no one understands you, and you feel any type of way I do, or you look at things differently, and you want to interpret things, or you have questions about it, whatever the fuck it may be, contact me and get at me, man. I'm not some podcaster dude who's just gonna, like, I don't care. I got 1,300 followers on Twitter. I'm a pretty easy guy to get in touch with. So you can ask anyone. Most people that contact me, I get back to them. I'm like, Instagram, you're gonna have to get on Twitter to get at me, because I have people talking to me on Twitter every day, not so much on Instagram. Got a lot of shows coming, guys. Like I said, next weekend. I already forgot who the fuck was coming on. Oh my God. I can't believe I already forgot. Forgive me. By the way, I love the Veritas Road. The episode I went on from them, we talked about egregores and all these different things. Like, what I brought up the Moloch thing and all these things. People fear these certain deities. And it's like, well, if you understood the real meaning of it, you'd laugh, right? Baphomet was a troll to the priest class from certain occultists. It was literally a troll. But so yeah, we have Matthew Lane on next Saturday. Almost. Matthew Lane next Saturday. And Bennett from Broadcasting Seeds next Monday. So be some good shows, some good guys coming on. Matt's been commenting on all my stuff, being like, dude, I got to talk to you about that. I'm like, dude, book with me. Book with me. Easiest way to get on Grey Pilled is to book with me. Don't care who you are. If you book with me, I'll have you on. We got Arkeem Ra on the Occult Rejects. So it's interesting. Checked it out on Spotify now. I let people know. I said, hey, let me know what you think. In the comments. But anyway, guys, yeah, we let's see. All right, so that's all out of there. Anyway, check out Gods of the Morning Wood if you're a Patreon member from the other morning. It was a banger. We finished up Unseen Forces last week, Occult Symbolism of Animals the week before. Finishing up a lot of books we started out with. I think we only have two haul books left that we originally wanted to do. The Adepts and the Western Esoteric Traditions, and then with the Freemasonry book, the Lost Rites of Freemasonry, something. It's actually a pretty cool book. But check out the Esoteric Book Review. A Court Reject show from Friday night was a banger. It was like a free-for-all. We talked about the Age of Aquarius, everything to come, all the psyops we should be expecting, and we should know how to avert, right? So, but yeah, again, thank you everyone tonight for the donations, guys. I appreciate it. This was a fun show. It was a real fun show. I was looking forward to it, and I can't wait for part two. And until next time, everybody, fear nothing, question everything, and stay gray pill, guys. Have a great week. Later.
Just buy something. Just buy something. From Paranoid American. Just buy something. Just buy something. From Paranoid American. Get some merch, buy some art. Click that link, add to cart. Say it back, need that print. Nod your head, give consent. Buy a comic, 3 or 4. Think this thought, I want more. Buy a sticker from the store. Think this thought, I want more. Just buy something. Just buy something. From Paranoid American. Just buy something. Just buy something. From Paranoid American.
We got Jules from Grey Pilled Podcast joining us tonight as well. What is up, Jules? You're muted, bud. Sorry, you're muted. He's like, fuck, I gotta start all over again.
Oh, thank you, Nick. I'm always muted.
Jules, you crushed it. Thank you so much for coming on.
Let's bring in Grey Pill. Sir, how are you?
What's going on, man? Do you know what an egregore is?
And all of a sudden, she's saying things that start to make less and less sense to me.
You have this legacy now as the handsome faggot.
Buy a Phrygian cap, fear nothing, and question everything, guys.
Yes.
Stay grateful. Inky wasn't directly his son, since he was an egg birth and came from like an asexual reproduction.
Best way I can put it is she shapeshifted into a reptilian.
Did you say egg?
Yeah.
She grew like almost a couple of feet tall, turned green, scales, big ass teeth, yellow eyes. Dude, I practically shit myself.
Hey, we're conspiracy theorists here, guys. This is Grey Pill. This isn't Timcast.
Yeah.
Okay. Good morning and welcome back to the Grey Pill Podcast. I am your host, Jules, the Mississippi Mystic, the Elohim etymologist, the sound scientist. Guys, be sure to like the stream. Don't be a faggot.
I look behind me, there's like this 6 foot tall reptilian in my ex-girlfriend's nightgown chasing me down the hall. You don't love me anymore. The sky outside was blood red, and I'm like, oh shit, did I die?
Animalistic, carnal nature that's inside of you. It's keeping it at bay, right? It's stepping on Typhon as Hermes.
It's the Grey Pill Podcast, dropping jewels with Jules on the Grey Pill Podcast. Time to school all these fools on the Grey Pill Podcast.
Welcome to the Grey Pilled Podcast.